The positive effects of divorce on children is a really lovely topic to talk about, and it's also something that just does not get enough airtime. I think we have such a stigmatized view of divorce, but the research shows, and we talk about this a lot, but the research consistently shows that what causes emotional harm to children isn't divorce, it's being exposed to entrenched parental conflict, which can obviously happen in a bad divorce, but can also happen in a deeply unhappy marriage. So for many families who choose to separate, it can be the best thing, not just for the adults, but for the children too. And it can be the start of a really happy co-parenting environment, which works much better now the kind of adult issues have been put to one side because that part of the relationship that wasn't working has been let go. In the media, all the stories that we read are the sensational, terrible ones where the divorce lasts for years and people are ripping each other to shreds. And that's not certainly my experience of the reality of day-to-day separations and divorces for many, many couples. And if you are one of those couples who feel like divorce was a good thing and you've got to the other side and you've got a good co-parenting relationship, do tell people about it. Because I think the other problem is there just aren't enough people shouting about how great it can be on the other side and giving those going through it in those really difficult phases, really emotional phases in the middle of a divorce and separation, hope for the other side, which is really important. There are some famous names who will talk about it, Gwyneth Paltrow or J-Lo or Glennon Doyle in her book Untamed. She talks about it a lot. And closer to home, people like Sophie Stanbury or Nicole Farrow. And so that can be worth as well a follow. But the main thing is to know that there really are some hugely positive aspects of divorce, not just for the grown-ups involved, but also for the children. And so much of it will depend on your own mindset and the narrative around divorce that you give yourselves. When we started the divorce surgery, it was really about just enabling couples to share a lawyer. But we realised once we got going that actually what it does is it gives a narrative to couples so that they can say to their family and friends, this isn't a drama. Please don't pick sides because we're sharing a lawyer, so we're not picking sides. And that just gives you that sort of start to kind of say to everyone, let's diffuse this, let's keep focused on what's fair, and let's get to the other side with a great co-parenting relationship.